The Libra meme coin disaster is bigger than we thought. Over 100 million missing, political pressure, and insider trading. I'm going to try to break it down all in this video. Even CoffeeZilla got involved with an exclusive interview from Hayden Davis, and there is just a lot to unpack here. But at the end of the day, it just shows that crypto still has a long way to go. Stay tuned. Feeling that meme coin FOMO kick in, like you missed out on DOGE and SHIB and watching Trump soar to number 2? Don't miss your next shot at flipping the script. Flapjacks is more than a meme. It's deflationary, sticky, and community built with utility. Don't wait for FOMO to set in. Stack your gains now at flapjacks.xyz. All right, guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. And man, integrity, it seems to be one of those things that is hard to come by in this crypto space. I don't know what side of the fence this actually falls on, if it's just one big mistake or if it's just another classic rug pull. I have no idea. But unless you've been living under a rock and you didn't hear about this, Javier Milei, the president of Argentina, the one that was known for taking the chainsaw to a lot of the bureaucratic red tape and excessive spending and illegal operations in Argentina. Like, he's a great force in Argentina, I think, cleaning things up and stuff like that. But unfortunately, he's found himself mixed up on the wrong side of whatever happened with this crypto token Libra. So essentially, the TLDR is that there was a token that he was endorsing to some degree, but now information has come out that he was not directly tied to it and that doesn't really actually have a hand in it. And in this interview that I'm going to actually cover some clips, CoffeeZilla did an interview with Hayden Davis, who is actually one of the 4 creators. So I wouldn't call him the creator. In here, he expressed that he's kind of like the liaison. I think he called himself the project facilitator is the word to use. And he also had some facilitating in the Melania token. So I'm gonna try to find some key clips in here for you guys to get your own take on this, and you let me know what you think.
For the last 48 hours, I've been investigating the Argentinian meme coin disaster known as Libra. If you don't know, the president of Argentina posted publicly supporting this meme coin, and subsequently it has all crashed and people have wondered where the money is, with $100 million seeming to go missing. Now, I've been in touch with the key players in this, trying to get answers, and what you're about to hear is an hour-long interview with Hayden Davis, who is the main guy behind the launch and a lot of the token decisions. He currently sits with $100 million in his possession that he's trying to find out what to do with. You will discover through the course of this call that it is not the first time we have been talking. I have been trying to communicate with him for, as I said, the last 24 to 48 hours. And this is not the interview for like pushing from my view, because I wanted to get information. I feel like the biggest thing we're missing is answers.
All right, so I'm gonna pause it there, just give some context on what CoffeeZilla went into for this interview, what he was trying to look for. So there are some red flags that come up in here, but the TLDR is from Hayden's side is that he's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So he goes into some explanation, and the clips are too long to play, like, so you'd have to watch the whole thing. But basically, he said what essentially happened, or what he was told to do, or what the team did and how he ended up with this, is that they would basically have to try to snipe the token before other snipers snipe the token. And the way CoffeeZilla explains it is like, so the example he came up with, or analogy, is like, so that means you have a bank where people are going to deposit money and you have to basically rob the bank yourself to keep the money safe before other people rob the bank. And Hayden's like, yeah, that's a good way to summarize it. So part of me does agree and know that for sure there are snipers sitting out there. That happened to my contract, which is like pennies with Flapjack's token. So I know if something this big, there would be some huge snipers, whales, whatever, maybe even kind of like the hacker organization Anonymous. Like, there's probably definitely some kind of groups working together that can get access, can watch wallets. Like, that's the double-edged sword of the blockchain, is that everything is public. And if you can catch wind of a contract or a wallet that's going to mint something or whatever, and you can start monitoring that, then you can literally set an automatic script to buy and sell based off of movements, like the minute that that thing gets launched. So I do believe him in that. Now, as far as what he's going to do with the money and how that's supposed to shake up, I have no idea, because he goes on through his interview saying that basically he's damned if he do, damned if he doesn't, because he wants to give the money back. And he said there's like basically 4 options that he has come up with or people have talked to him about. So right now, President Milei is distancing himself from the entire thing, but he's saying that Milei will come back and make a statement about this. And option 1 is to just donate everything to some kind of charity organization. Everybody gets kind of screwed and all the money goes to some organization in Argentina. Or option 2 is to try to re-inject the capital, basically let everybody know like, hey, I'm dumping this all back in, so everybody gets a chance to buy back in. Option 3 is what CoffeeZilla proposed, where you kind of do some blockchain analysis, forensics, and try to figure out who got wrecked the most, like the most meaning the small bag holders, not anyone over a certain amount of money, because obviously they knew the risk involved. Like I think CoffeeZilla came with like 50K. So it's like anybody under 50K, then it's like, yeah, you give the money back. Anybody over that, it's like, yeah, you clearly have the risk capital and yeah, oh well. And then I forgot what the hell option 4, but basically this guy's like, none of these options work out for him. He didn't make any money off any of this, and he's kind of screwed no matter what. Then you have Dave Portnoy, who came out and made a video. He's a big influencer, and he kind of revealed that he was aware of this 2 weeks prior to the launch, and he tried to let his community know in a tweet, and then someone from the KIP protocol team told him he couldn't put that tweet out, so he said he had to, or that he did send the money back, like the crypto tokens back. So he was given 6 million in Libra tokens, and he also bought in with his own funds. But at the same time, what's his name? Hayden Davis actually refunded Portnoy 5 million of his own dollars. So he didn't lose anything. So there's just a lot of issues. And then you come to this tweet done by Bubble Maps, and they basically have uncovered that the wallets linked to Melania token and this Libra launch were one and the same. And he admitted this, Hayden admitted this in the interview with CoffeeZilla. And essentially, the way he explains it is these are the treasury wallets, or this one funding wallet that was linked is a treasury wallet. And that is the wallet that they use to snipe things with. So I don't know, man. This is just one hell of a crazy shitstorm. Like, I just played the initial clip because there's definitely some hot takes. I want you to just go to CoffeeZilla's channel and watch. I listened to the whole thing, but I gave you the TLDR, so you don't have to listen to the whole 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and 15 minutes. But at the end of the day, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this just gives me the clarity that crypto is here to stay. It is the evolution of a way to take people's energy and time and engagement and monetize it. Like, whether you like it or not, whether it's a scam or not, this just was another prime example of someone with influence being able to monetize their engagement, their community, their eyeballs, the people, whatever, whoever, the speculators. You know, maybe there's people on both sides. There's people definitely that support Javier Milei and what he's done with Argentina. So like, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to get in with something that's going to benefit a country and is going to grow up substantially. And then of course, there are just people that are just like, the hell with that, I'm getting in, it's going to do amazing, I'm going to just dump a token, right? But it all boils down to the fact that this guy had a platform, and whoever was behind the launch, this KIP protocol team, they reached out to some influencers, or they had rubbed elbows with the right people that have influence to be able to promote the hell out of this for it to get that kind of liquidity. I think he said if he put this money back in, it would take the token back to a $2.5 billion market cap. So just insane amounts of money in, you know, call it hours, you know, a day or two or whatever the case may be. And this is just the beginning. So this is why I feel when I tie in all the other stuff that I talk about with Raoul Pal and Jack Mallers and where we're at in the cycle, and people are like, oh, it's dead, you know, we're already at the top. It's like, nah, there's just way too much speculation and crazy meme coin FOMO, nation state adoption, all this other stuff to say that we are near the top. Like, looking at the ISM from Raoul Pal, it's like we are actually nowhere near the top. Like, we are the furthest away from the top that we have been in this cycle that we are right now. So it means we still have a lot of runway. And seeing things like this, albeit kind of negative to see people get wrecked like that, that just shows you that the space has a lot of maturing to do, and there is still a shit ton of opportunity, because there are a lot of other influencers all over the globe, in government, in what do you call that? Movie stars and music and media, whatever, you know, even the small community channels, people like myself that have bigger communities that they can engage with. Like, that's literally the next evolutionary step. And that's kind of what Hayden mentioned in this interview as well, is that for him, he supposedly, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt, you know, if you believe him or not. He sounds sincere in this interview, but he was hoping to be able to see the adoption and evolution of social tokens or community tokens to move from just meme coin speculation to actually doing something for a community or a country or whatever the case may be. And I do believe he's going to get there. I think NFTs was kind of the start of that, and that caught some help from the SEC, and tokens did as well. But now that you have these Pump.fun kind of contracts, it's like, well, they already kind of waved the magic wand over Tornado Cash. So it's like, okay, the contracts can't be held liable. So it's like, now you have all these token generating platforms that can transparently launch a token. So it's like, well, you can't blame the individual now for launching a security. And of course, now we have more favorable regulation coming and all that stuff. So all that to say that I think this is just getting started. Like, every cycle had some kind of crazy boom. The ICO days, the IDO, so you had initial coin offerings, and you had initial DEX offerings, then you had NFTs, and meme coins have always been there, but this is the first time that it's been available to the public to launch meme tokens. I believe I saw on somebody's maybe TikTok reel or as a Twitter feed that they were watching the Pump.fun ticker go up as Trump's inauguration speech. So every keyword he mentioned, somebody was literally in real time creating a token based off that keyword. So we are just at the beginning. Like, I know this was long-winded, going round and round in circles, but in an odd way, it's meant to give you hope on this cycle. Even though these kinds of things burn, and it sucks to see people that got hit this hard, but it's a lesson learned. We all got to kind of take our stripes in this crypto market, and everybody's got to learn the hard way. But I believe there's still a lot of runway because of that. Saudi Arabia Crown Prince impersonates launch fake Saudi Arabia meme coin. So that's crazy. Like, especially when you put this in with AI. So I don't know what this is. I'm just reading the title, but probably some AI generation and all this other stuff. And we know there is a ton of money in the Middle East. So I think we're just getting started, man. I think this is really going to be a blow off, melt your face kind of crypto bull run. Yeah, the shit like this is just insane. We'll see what happens with Libra and all that stuff. Definitely do your research, check this out, see what happens. I don't think he'll be impeached. There are definitely people that don't like him out there for what he did. And there's definitely some people that are on the opposition that want to have their ability to scam and run things the way they used to. So get him out and get somebody back in they control. So they're probably the ones pushing for this impeachment. I'm sure there are also people that got wrecked that are unhappy about it. But we'll see how it goes. Supposedly the money is still there, and again, the way Hayden mentioned this in the interview with CoffeeZilla is that the project's not dead. Like, you can even see from the charts, yeah, it took off, but it's not completely wrecked, you know? So I might do a follow-up on it. We'll see. Not sure how much you guys are tapped in on this, but there's opportunities out in these crypto markets, man. So that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.